One day you will be with someone who doesn't make you a second option. One day you will be with someone who is afraid of losing you. One day you will be with someone who won't hurt you. And one day you will be with someone who values your opinion. Do you feel it? Let me continue to remind you that one day you will be with someone who puts your emotional safety first. You will be with someone who loves you with your human flaws. And one day you will be with someone who checks up on you when you're not feeling okay. You will be with someone who won't abandon you. And one day you will be with someone who loves you unconditionally. One day you will realize you left that person when you try to chase and keep the one who gave you the opposite thing. The one who made you feel like you are too much for having human needs, expecting basic emotional safety, made you feel disposable and like you are easy to abandon. But one day you will realize that that person is still waiting for you. And that person is terrified of losing you again. And that person, that is you. The truth you have always known and that has always hung on you, but you were too busy seeing, just to chase it in others. Chase the unconditional love and safety that lives within you. And we both know you didn't do that because you are stupid. You're not near stupid. But you did that because you grew up learning that if you see that truth, that is you betraying people. And that is you doing wrong. All due to the people who should have taught you the opposite. They didn't want you to see that truth, because if you did, you would have stopped chasing it in them. And they didn't want that. Because that chasing, that's what made them feel needed. That's how they looked like someone showing up. Even though they didn't emotionally in a consistent way. And I know that as a kid, when you felt the energy shift, or even the tone of voice shift, you asked yourself, what did I do? Your little body read the energy. It knew it didn't feel safe asking. And maybe at one point you did anyway. And you learned fast to never do that again. And maybe the one who was supposed to be there wasn't there all the time. But in the end of the day, they were there at your birthday with those gifts, right? Hard-working provider, right? They did their best. It's their first time on earth too. Sure, you are right. It is. But they put you on this earth. They say they loved you, right? You are the lucky one, because you didn't get purple and blue marks on your body, right? No one really screamed at you that you are worthless. Didn't lock you in a closet. Maybe just the energy shift when you didn't get the best grades. When you didn't read their mind. But damn, I mean, you were told to speak up, right? Be brave. And it's even okay to cry. And maybe you even were told to never let anyone hurt you. But there's something that doesn't add up, right? Maybe because those sayings were true, but when you tried to learn, the teacher didn't practice what they preached. And you stand there and asking yourself again, what did I do? You start thinking, maybe you just didn't do it good enough. So you try again and again and again. But somehow No matter what you do, the energy in the room that your body reads keeps shifting. Even when you study every single molecule, it is still somehow not enough. Or is it? Were you really not enough? Do you remember what I told you? You remember how I told you about the chasing? So if you would hear you are good enough, what would that mean? It would mean you would feel consistency of being seen and heard. That the way you were screaming into a void, what did I do? Actually had a listener. And it would mean you didn't have to chase to be heard and seen anymore. It would mean you would trust it is there, always, because you deserve it and never had to earn it. Truth is that sometimes you were heard and seen. But when they sensed how you started trusting it, their fear of not sustaining it kicked in. The fear of you stopping chasing them kicked in. So they switched the energy again to make sure you never fully trusted it. And you kept asking yourself, what did I do? Enough. Enough back then, enough now. And you all have to do in order to see that is seeing you. Instead of chasing the people who didn't want that due to their own fear of being what you have been all along. And that is good enough. And I know you want to keep chasing and you turn around and tell your inner child, I will be back, trust me. I have to do this. I have to do this, otherwise we are going to be abandoned if I don't. I am doing this for us. But when you stop chasing, when you stand still catching your breath, that's when you're going to hear that faded voice. That voice in the background saying, what did I do? And it hits you like an arrow in your heart. Because that's when you realize chasing was never what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to go back to your inner child and finally answer your question, nothing, baby. Nothing. It wasn't your fault. You were always more than good enough. Both back then and now. And the reason you kept abandoning yourself, it was never because you didn't care. It was because no one ever taught you that you were allowed to stay and still be loved. But now you have someone who will, always, and that is you. And you now have something that the people you kept chasing never had. And that is the courage to stop abandoning yourself. And that courage was always there.